Welcome back to the Dallas Meetup Dime, where we get straight to the value in 10 minutes or less. I'm your host, Carson Gibbons, and today I'm joined by one of my favorite people in market. She's the founder and CEO of Talent Executives, a member at the formation at the Star, and a longtime supporter of Dallas Meetup. Please help me welcome the networking executive behind Networking Executives, Miss Amy Sulgrove.
Thank you, Carson.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm excited to be here.
It's so good to see you.
Thank you. What an amazing studio.
Will you couch us with a little bit more about what Talent Executives is before we go into the new passion project that you've embarked on here recently?
Absolutely. I'd love to. So Talent Executives is a leadership search firm. We're nationwide, industry agnostic, but we really focus on corporate functions. So think finance and accounting, HR, marketing, operations, sales. Again, we're nationwide and we don't really focus on any particular sector. We truly focus on the position.
How are your clients generated? Like word of mouth, referral with the nationwide footprint? Do you have a nationwide staff?
We have a nationwide staff. We have a large nationwide reach everywhere from the Northeast, New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, all the way to San Diego. As far as how our clients find us, it is almost 100% referral and repeat business, which I absolutely love. It's even candidates that we've had to decline in the past, but we've done so with such precision and such heart that once they go to another company, they end up bringing us in because of the way that we treated them. So
you don't always hear such precision and such heart at the same time.
It's all about relationships.
So given that you're in the search space, the recruiting space, networking is a huge aspect of that. Word of mouth, referral, you got to get your initial shingle out there. Tell me about networking in market over the last decade and what you've seen and what you've been up to.
Sure. Networking is the heart of everything, right? So I've noticed throughout the years that, if you think back 10, 15 years ago, people used to find jobs just through networking. Nowadays, it's not necessarily who you know in your immediate circle, but you need to really get out there and build that network. What I've noticed is that there's a ton of opportunities to build the network externally, but it's a matter of trying to figure out where those opportunities lie. And it shouldn't be, time is money, and it shouldn't be something that takes a tremendous amount of time to figure out where to be and who to meet.
Mm-hmm. So we're teasing Networking Executives here, which is a product that I personally use. I assigned to my team. I found it to be kind of the de facto one-stop shop for everything business networking in town. We are going to be playing some screen share demos throughout this.
Yes.
Of the platform in use. I would highly encourage everyone to go check it out. Tell us about kind of the fledgling start of that and maybe the more manual processes that you've recently replaced.
So Networking Executives is 100% a passion project. It grew out of pure passion.
Literal passion. And the way it all began was I was going to a lot of networking events. I would post about them on LinkedIn. I would tell my friends and my colleagues all about them. It got to a point where I was literally keeping a manual spreadsheet. And I know you laugh because I told you about this. You showed it to me.
I showed it to you. And it had a column, green, yellow, and red. And the organization's name, et cetera, so that I could remember exactly what events I was going to. I could remember next year to go check them out again, make sure I didn't miss the event. And then the color coding was based on whether or not I loved it, it was still questionable, or I was never going back.
Oh, now I want to see the original spreadsheet again.
Doesn't everyone? So I kept the spreadsheet, and I ended up getting calls and emails all the time from people asking for my recommendations on where they should go. That particular spreadsheet also had a column for industry. So I knew whether or not it was focused on technology or entrepreneurship, et cetera, even women-focused events. With that, I would manually send out messages to people in my network on events that they should probably check out. And one morning, I realized that I had not sent out that message to somebody that had asked. And I thought, this is ridiculous. I have an entire recruiting firm that I'm running. Why don't I just put it out there and let everybody else find the events themselves? And that's where Networking Executives came from. This all happened in February of this year, February 2025, and hired a development team. We launched it June 1st. June 1st.
You were still in manual spreadsheet world as of February of this year.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
A long way you've come.
Long way. I think I've turned gray throughout it, but it's truly a passion project. I love it. It's really showing that networking should be intentional. Time is money. Let's go to one place where we can find all of the professional networking events in the Metroplex and be able to curate them based on industry, based on sector, based on paid or free events, date, time, etc. A place where we don't take the attendees away from the organizations, we drive them there.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually click on an event on Networking Executives, click register, you go directly to the organization's website.
Mm-hmm.
We're not looking to take them away, but we are looking to drive incremental. Yep, we're looking to drive incremental numbers.
Currently feed a lot of our partners, Dallas Meetup itself. I want to go back to the manual spreadsheet because I told you I would probably tease you about this a little bit, but the labor of love and the amount of like conscientiousness that you approach that with, where I forget if there was a tab in there where I'd seen that you'd forgotten to email that one person and you'd gotten in the shower or something, you'd come back out.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking the amount of one-off, like literal help that you were providing everybody that you've now formalized for all of us to use. I didn't even realize, given our history, this was still so new because frankly, the UI is amazing.
Thank you.
It's really great to utilize. I use it. I was sitting in my office the other day and it was one of those situations where a meeting evaporated off the calendar. Suddenly my day is wide open and I went to networkingexecutives.com. You know what I found? One of my executive organizers was hosting an event that day that I wasn't even aware of.
That's amazing.
So just
I'm so glad that it worked for you.
It has hundreds of events all over the platform, from marketing, creative, finance. You do like a special interest
I do.
tab.
Yep. There's a special interest tab. We focus on galas. We focus on speakers. We focus on even annual golf tournaments to bring people together. But it's all intentional. And we really also realize that it's all about generosity, right? So it's not about meeting somebody for a transactional reason. It's about building the relationship and the generosity, people sharing the events that they're going to and sharing, the wealth of opportunities that the city offers.
What is your ask of our community now that you're set up and ready for business? It seems like you have the wealth of inventory. A lot of the event organizers in town, are coming and posting their events, getting good amplification from being affiliated with networking executives. But what could you use more of?
Thank you for asking. I could absolutely use more visibility on the site. So I think there's so many people out there that don't even know that the site exists. But you can almost think of it as Eventbrite meets LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's a place where the digital community of relationships moves into a physical community of relationships and all professional relationships. So really getting the word out there that it's not just about the one event that someone's going to or the one organization, but the opportunity to send teams of people from corporations to really get the word out about their company. It's, not just for people looking for a job, but it's for people finding that person that's going to elevate where they are.
It really is all the different networking events on the spectrum, from like an initial happy hour to like that, red carpet gala that's ticketed and
awards,
criterion. And
yes.
I find it interesting that there's so much usage already in terms of the event organizers posting, because you have hundreds of events posted just here in DFW. Word to our audience, this is a unique moment in time in that you've launched in DFW. That's your pilot market. This will be going, I assume, national and international in the future, but we have a moment in time where we get to test it and really put it through the ringer.
Yes. And, feedback is welcome, right? Like I want this to be a site that is truly useful for the community. That's why it's there. It will go nationwide, potentially international. We're already set up for nationwide reach, but we really want to refine it here and get all of that feedback. And it's here. It's free. It's available to the public.
It's almost the opposite of the Dallas Meetup journey in that we established this huge platform and megaphone, so to speak, and we were always kind of filling it in with content that was provided by others. And in your case, you have this substantive platform full of like robust events, the ability to convert, go to their websites, and need more of the traffic. So it's kind of a perfect partnership made in heaven for us.
An amazing partnership. And I'm so excited to be at the network or at the Dallas Meetup in a couple of weeks.
Absolutely. we will look for you there.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming in and sharing more of your story.
Thanks, Carson. I appreciate it.